Hello everyone, it's Fee here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, nice to meet you. Today we are doing the first of the book of Unlocking Greatness, the unexpected journey from the life you have to the life you want. But written by Charlie Harary with Mark Dagoston. I don't know how to pronounce that. But this is the first of this week of this time, the first time of reading the book. So let's get into it. And we haven't been doing Think Hashem that much because we finished the last time. We finished the Think Hashem book last week Thursday. So now we are on a new book called Unlocking Greatness and the Unexpected Journey from the Life You Have to the Life You Want. Let's start. As our schema evolve with experience, we construct our past in process, not unlike writing a book. A process of narrative. Much of what we remember is actually adjusted and passed in a process not unlike writing a book, a process of narrative. Much of what we remember is actually adjusted and reinitialized to the narrative so we can see our past as continuous and current strings of events. How, even though most likely it's not the case. Current strings of events, even though most likely it's not the case. Truly everything we constantly experience passes through the mental schema we all have. So the question is, can we change our schema or scheme the same way we can change a pair of sunglasses? And if so, can we purposefully change our schemas in a way that will make our lives better? The fallen tree, we all want a better life. And in fact, I think it's safe to say that we all want a great life. How one defines great will vary from person to person, of course, but what drives us, what excites and worries us, when we really drill down on it, the pursuit of quality life experience, what we've been taught through society, through our education system, through almost everything we see and hear, is that our dreaming the quality of our lives. Your life will get better once you get that new job. You'll finally be continuing once you settle down, get married. You'll feel confident. Once you lose all that weight, I'd be so much happier if I moved someplace warm. The thing is it doesn't add up. Great circumstances don't automatically lead to a great life. We see it all around us. Successful enterprises and CEO who's climbed to the top of the business world and still feels empty. Actors, singers, and other celebrities who've turned into drugs and alcohol to chase away their demons after acquiring all the riches and fame they thought they wanted. Your next door neighbor or college or family member who seems to have everything but always but is always complaining. More important, it's with your own life story. You've had great moments. Maybe you've scored the winning goal or got an A on the big test. Maybe you landed that great job or fell in love. Maybe you bought a new home or moved to a new city. Whatever it is, it felt good for a while. But then the excitement wore off. The new house started to feel like your old house. With a few more rooms, you got into the college of your dreams, only to realize that you just replaced the um, astigmatic rat race of high school, with a similar one adding no more clarity of its revelations to your life. The game, the test, the relationship somehow started to lose its glow. We spend the vast majority of our lives pursuing circumstances, assuming that as soon as we achieve them, we'll experience that, what a great life feels like. But even when we succeed after the internal high is high, it still doesn't feel like we've arrived. What if we have it wrong? What if circumstances aren't causative to experience, but merely correlative? Meaning, what if what happened to you doesn't automatically lead to how you feel? What if circumstances are a factor, maybe a big factor in your experience, but there is missing pieces, a component, a cog in the wheel that is more directly connected to how you feel and how you experience life? What if what making you feel satisfied or unsatisfied is less about what's going on around you and more about how you process it all? What if the way you have a great life is to first master how to experience life? What if only then can you understand what it is you want to achieve and accomplish? What science has shown is that everything that happens to you only gets experienced once it is processed through your mind, which means the work you do improves your life needs to be focused on not just what goes on outside of you, but most importantly, how it all gets processed inside of you, because your mind is shaping your reality. Everything that happens around us is natural. It is our minds that creates the meaning. Let's piggyback off the famous um, philological questions. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? This question has been the subject of both philosophical we are discussing, namely the natural of reality. But I want to focus this just on us, our interpretation of reality. The falling of a tree is a naturally event. It is our minds that interpret the event for us to experience depending on your schema. Animals. You may cry at the tree falling, recognizing it as a home to the animals that used it for shelter. You may see that trees representing untouched by ambition human hands. You may see it as a positive improvement, as the area in which the tree stood in being developed for urban use that will lead to growth in population and commerce. You may see it as one of a billion trees and not care one bit, or you may never know it as the news of its falling will never reach your countries. There are thousands of possibilities for the interpretation of one tree falling, and nearly every person who looks at that one natural event will see it differently, and all of it will likely change in an hour, a day, or a decade after the event. Everything in life is that way. It is not the circumstance, but the mind that creates the experience. Sitting in traffic can be the worst thing in the world. The thing that raises your blood pressure and leads you to your heart attack in 10 years. Or it can be the most peaceful part of your entire day. When you get to listen to music or escape to another world through an audiobook uninterrupted by your kids. Traveling by plane can be stressful and miserable, or it can be a welcome opportunity to take a break from everyday life. Fly through the air and see a different part of the world. We are up to page 223. No, 223. No, page 23, and we're gonna stop here. Right now, I have to say right now for one thing is that if couples married and stuff and they're trying to get a gift for someone, and they want to put their name or last name or something, so I just figured out that men are not allowed to switch their last names. So I didn't figure it out just now, but I'm saying like you know what I mean. So what's going on now is that I'm doing so you could write your wife's last name and then of a maiden name, and then do her do not now married couple. So like for instance Gat Gat Bob no Gate you know like Gate. Let's say the last name's Gate Ball, and the let's say the maiden name is Gate. Maiden name maiden name, and you get married to Ball, to last name Ball, Ball, or Pot, maybe Pot, or not Ball, Pot, Pat, whatever, Gat Pat. That's a funny name for an article, but the last name is from your husband, you know, new name, you know, just new name. So then you put it together, and equals Gat Pat. So, if you ever need an advice about things like this, you only have to do is, like my last name is Saffer, and someone else's last name my my main name is like my name's not named Sapphire. My last name's not Sapphire. I don't know why I said that, but that's not my last name. My last name is my last name is second. My last name is actually I'm not gonna tell you my last name. Um um I'm just making example. Let's say my last name was um Harari. Harari? Yeah, Harari. And different name was uh 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 Singer or Singer, I don't know, Singer. So you would have to put the Harari, so Harari and Singber together, which would be, or yes, Singber, 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 um, let's see, just forget to ask, Ingber, Harari, so Harari Ingber, so how does that down? Hingber, Hingber. Name would be Hingber. Yeah? You put the H in front of the I, and then the whole word is Hingber. So that's how it works. If you want to put your onto a sitter or to present, and you don't know what to do, so you don't want to put the old last name or the new last name, so you just put it together and you make a new last name together with your old and your new last name. Put it together, and there's your new last name. But you don't have to tell people what your last name is. You tell people what your last name is, but you could tell them, yeah, you could, if you want to make it complicated, you could say, my last name is Phone, a phone and lamp, which is funny because you can't keep on. It's very annoying when you're saying, and people they're gonna say, hey, what are you talking about? You said your name's Phone. Why are you telling me now lamp? I'm because I tell you my parents got married, or I got married, and now my name was this, and this is my new name, and mush it together, make it a name. So that is how it would work. So if you ever need tips on that, let me know. And we've just started the Unlocking Greatness by Charlie Harari. And now we are gonna stop here and gonna see you next time. Peace out.